Today is Friday morning, 7:30 a.m. and I am going to 7-Eleven and also a short walking in the campus because yesterday we had so nice and fruitful visit to Tainan city. This is quite large city in Taiwan, and today from the morning till the lunchtime we will have local tour around, and afternoon we will go to Taipei city and possible we will visit Christmas festival in Taipei because Taiwan also is preparing for Christmas time, and obviously we will explore Taipei city in some more details, and also some activities tomorrow till evening time, and in the evening time we will go to Taoyuan International Airport in order to fly back home because my academic visit is approaching to the end. In general, the stay was really good here at Chiayi University, so good and friendly atmosphere, and I performed some lectures. We had some good discussions with colleagues about possibilities of future cooperation and so on.
Changed to Glass Museum, and then at the Glass Museum we have visit some temples in Lukang, and around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we will go to the high-speed rail train station. So we will take high-speed rail to Taipei. Okay.
As already mentioned, today we are going on another trip, and we are going to visit some interesting sites in this region in Taiwan. In the beginning, we decided to visit Nantou Winery, and this is the only winery of Taiwan Tobacco and Liquor Corporation that specializes in producing fruit wine. It broadens the use of various fruit, since Taiwan is rich in the production of fruit such as grapes, pineapple, carambola, plum, prunes, and so on. As we can see around, this is quite nice and interesting environment, different objects so interesting, and in addition there is a large net wine barrel here, and to take pictures. Also there is an oak barrel storage area, and so on. This distillery is located in Nantou County, and there are 41 mountains with peaks over 3,000 meters high, and mountainous undulating topography covers about 83% of the area. Rain that fall on the mountains converges into rivers, ponds and lakes, among which the famous Sun Moon Lake lies. In this landscape of crystal clear lakes and green mountains, Nantou Distillery operates. The company built Nantou Winery to make wine, brandy, rum, and various fruit wine in 1978, where are craftsmen with fully experience. And by the way, it's interesting fact that in order to reach excellence, selected craftsmen went to Scotland to study for making, distilling and maturing technology. After that, company established the distillery to make local whiskey. And in addition, it can be mentioned that a big earthquake hit central Taiwan in 1999 and resulted in fire disaster in Nantou Winery. Some huge loss for the winery were happened. However, the restoration was conducted in a short time to keep running the production of liquor, create a new page of whiskey industry in Taiwan. And also it was possible to observe a special shop, cafe, to be familiar with different production. And in addition, it can be said that Nantou Distillery has been making Omar, a Taiwanese whiskey, special Taiwanese whiskey since 2008. And in addition, it was really fine to see Lithuanian production corner here in Taiwan, mainly some wine from Lithuania. So to produce whiskey, for example, it is quite complex procedure. It takes different steps such as maturation, mashing, fermentation, distillation, maturation again, and the final step is bottling. And as we can see, there is a shop, a quite big shop, including a cafe, and it's possible to buy Taiwanese production, different production here. However, this is not a museum. The next site in our road is Houtanjing recreation area, in particular panoramic skywalk, and it's located in Fuli village in Nantou city. Houtanjing recreation area is famous attraction in the Baguoshan scenic area. The valley here resembles a well, and in front of the valley is a hill that looks like a monkey peering down to the bottom of the well. The Baguoshan mountain range spans across Nantou and Changhua. There are two hiking trails on top. One connects the scenic pavilion of the tea plantation, while the other connects to the lookout of Houtanjing. Obviously, it is the longest sky stairway in Taiwan and the first suspension bridge staircase. It is 204 meters long with 265 steps. The highest difference between the two ends is 5.65 meters. The bridge can accommodate a maximum of 150 people. It's possible to enjoy the panoramic view of Changhua Plain on the bridge. This area was developed in the late 19th century of Qing dynasty. Hu means monkey, Tan means to take a look, Jing means well. The intriguing name actually depicts the landscape of this area. There is a valley around here, and a small mountain that is much higher than other ones around it sits beside the valley. and it looks just like a monkey peeping into a well on the side of the road. Later on, in order to promote tourism, they built a suspension bridge getting across the valley. It is obvious that not all people are able to cross this bridge. It is recommended if for those who have, for example, the altitude issues, it is not recommended to cross this bridge. However, when you are on the bridge, it is possible to see as far as the plain of Changhua. And if the weather is really good, it is possible even to see the Hiluo Bridge in Yunlin. It is obvious that it is not possible to stay on the bridge for too long time due to the wave limitation. It's possible to go to another tower in this recreation area, for example, to see the sunset, night view, and even stars at night. And after the crossing the bridge, we can find another nice platform with possibility to look around. Also small cafe, shop. It's possible to buy different things, souvenirs, and so on, and to have a short rest, for example. And in addition, it can be said that this sky bridge is really a tourist attraction near Nantou city, and which features is great views of Yuanlin and Changhua County, and also interesting fact that this sky bridge was built in 2009 at a price of 20 million Taiwanese dollars by the Houtanjing National Scenic Area. So it is a nice experience to walk along the long bridge between valley, and it is quite stable, and you won't feel scared or worried. Very safe, really, and quite attractive. After visiting this unconventional site, we move on. After a short lunch break, we will head to the Glass Gallery and Glass Temple. Next site worth to visit is Lukang, and in particular Glass Gallery and Glass Temple. Lukang is the second oldest town in Taiwan. There are many old temples in this town, and some are more than 300 years old. In order to do trade, business, or fish, the ancestors of Lukang had to cross Taiwan Strait from mainland China. It's not an easy job in that time due to immature seamanship. The early residents believed they were protected by Mazu, Holy Mother. Once they became rich, they would build a temple to worship Mazu. Beside the Glass Temple, Taiwan Glass Gallery is also important and worth a visit. Where are many glass art crafts, and glass masters demonstrate how they create a piece of art, and it's possible to see some amazing stuff made of glass, such as gods' palanquin, lotuses, and some fruits. As we can see, it is really impressive temple, and on the outskirts of Lukang, it's about a 20-minute drive. Visitors can see beautiful Lungshan glass temple, which is a version of the Mazu temple. And the glass temple is actually on the grounds of a glass factory, and they decided to build the temple to show appreciation for Lukang's culture. And the Lukang glass temple looks really colorful, in particular at night, and it's really a popular place for tourists and not only for tourists. In the glass temple, Chengchua's traditional glass industry and green technology have been integrated to produce a religious building of considerable architectural interest. Despite its short history, the glass temple is really unique in the world and, as was mentioned, well worth a visit. It puts the Taiwanese glass industry on display by incorporating glass into the works of art housed in the temple. Unusually for a temple, it integrates elements from Taiwan's geography, folk festivals, and natural environment into the temple's decorative ornamentation. In the glass gallery, it's possible to visit some exhibitions. For example, the exhibition on the second floor is free and interesting, with many beautiful glass artifacts. The first floor has different glassware shops, including one for small decorative items and souvenirs, which has original stuff at moderate prices. Taiwan Glass Gallery provides a free display platform for local glass artists to display their creations and works. There are several different sections representing the glass works in the hall, which break the public's traditional stereotype in glass industry. The Taiwan Glass Gallery was established by Taiwan Mirror Glass Enterprise Limited. It not only exhibits glass artworks, but also represents the four-faced beauty, eighth way surprise, creativity to people. The gallery adopts the method of edutainment, allowing the visitors to erase the distance between them and the glass, thus breaking the traditional stereotype of the glass industry, which amazes people and allows them to understand this crystal clear universe. It also satisfies them with all the relative knowledge and information regarding glass. By the way, the museum is divided into a few thematic areas which satisfies all the buyers and consumers. For example, architectural glass, furniture glass, accessory glass, and art glass. Next, we are going to Lukang. We want to shortly visit it, because Lukang, formerly romanized as Huang, also known by other names, is an urban township in northwestern Chengchua County in Taiwan. Next site is Lukang ancient house of Ding's family. It is an old merchant house that is open for public. It's absolutely free. In addition, it's cleanly maintained, and it's possible to walk through various rooms all the way to the back door. Also, it's quiet and quiet and peaceful area, but also it's possible to see how people lived in old time, and this is really nice place to visit. This is a beautifully restored Fujian style house, founded in the Qing dynasty, is the last remaining imperial scholars' home in Lukang. The Dins were descendants of Arab traders from Guangzhou in Fujian, and they played an important role in the commercial development of Lukang. And also we decided to visit some temples to observe this architectural interesting buildings, to be more familiar with local culture. Next is the Lukang Lungshan temple. This is really so interesting and impressive temple, which was originally constructed in 1738 as a small temple, and it was then later remodeled by local residents to a larger scale. And the much expanded incarnation seen today is renowned for its exquisite wood carvings as well as for its stone sculptures. In addition, it's worth to mention that Lukang is one of the important historic towns in Taiwan, and it is the town for well-preserved historic sites, old houses, old temples, and folk arts. The Lukang Lungshan temple is the most well-preserved building, dating from the Qing dynasty in all of Taiwan, and is also the largest temple in Lukang. The temple was first built in the 17th century near the location of the historic port canal, but was moved south to its current location in the 18th century. By the way, it is also interesting to mention that the temple was affected by a large earthquake in September of 1999 and suffered extensive structural damage to the roof, several walls, and decorated pillars. However, following the catastrophe, community members, local and national governments, institutions, as well as several prominent business came together to help rebuild the complex, and the principal reconstruction efforts were completed in 2008, and the successful completion was celebrated by the key stakeholders. It is also possible to observe a lot of dragons, different dragons everywhere, because the dragon is a symbol of good fortune in Taiwanese folklore. Both the front and main gates feature skillfully sculpted dragons as part of the necessary structural support. In addition, it also can be said that the original Lungshan temple, constructed during the Tang dynasty, somewhere between 618 and 619, received its name thanks to its location on Lungshan, or Dragon Mountain. And after the short trip, we arrived to Taichung main railway station in order to take a train and to go from Taichung to Taipei city. And finally we are on the train. This is really high speed and comfortable train which operates quite frequently, and in addition this is not so long distance. From Taichung to Taipei is approximately 170 kilometers, and the journey takes approximately 1 hour. And at the same time, it can be mentioned that Taipei is the economic, political, educational and cultural center of Taiwan and one of the 2 world's major global cities. Obviously, this is capital city of Taiwan. And it's really so interesting to visit New Taipei City Christmas Festival. The innovative Christmas land in New Taipei City makes sure to keep up with global trends. It invites the world's most outstanding light sculpting team to present the event with special activities of international standard held to attract people. And obviously all the visitors can expect to feel pleasantly surprised all the time. You can also feel the rich atmosphere of Christmas in New Taipei City, and in December every year Christmas Land in New Taipei City event is organized, consisting of major Christmas celebration activities and stunning art installations. New Taipei City Christmas Land is an annual Christmas celebration that has been held since 2011. Everyone, young and old, can enjoy the joyous atmosphere of Christmas here. The main Christmas events are taking place in Citizens Square. The main light display take place particularly here in Citizens Square, where a 5-minute light show is projected onto City Hall itself. Starting at 17:30, the light show runs every half an hour and features a laser and lights show accompanied by classic Disney songs. The square is filled with more vendors, games and plenty of sparkling lights. The centerpiece is a 4-story Christmas tree, complete with a train running around the perimeter. was mentioned before, every year Bagyayo in the New Taipei city hosts the largest month-long Christmas event in Taiwan called Christmas Land, and here it's possible to find many Christmas-related events such as Christmas markets and carnivals. And there are also many not so traditional Christmas themed decorations, perfect for taking some fun photos that you can look back on.